Did you know that intermittent fasting can help you lose up to 8% of your body weight in just 6 weeks? Yes, you heard that right. That's the shocking truth about intermittent fasting, a method that is shaking up the weight loss landscape. Intermittent fasting is not just a fad diet, it's a lifestyle change that's been gaining traction for its incredible effectiveness. It's a unique approach that involves cycling between periods of eating and fasting. Rather than focusing on what to eat, it emphasizes when to eat. This might raise a few eyebrows, but the science behind it is truly fascinating. Numerous studies show that this eating pattern can lead to weight loss, improved metabolic health, and even an extended lifespan. So, are you ready to discover a potentially life-changing weight loss method? If you're intrigued, stick around as we delve into the ultimate guide to intermittent fasting for weight loss. Intermittent fasting is not a diet, but rather a dieting pattern. It's a way of scheduling your meals so that you get the most out of them. It's not about limiting the foods that you eat, but more about focusing on when you eat them. To break it down, intermittent fasting involves alternating cycles of fasting and eating. Picture it as a rhythmic dance where you have periods of feasting and periods of fasting. During the fasting periods, no calories are consumed, although water, coffee, tea, and other non-caloric beverages are allowed. The eating window then is the time when you consume all your daily calories. Now you might be thinking, isn't this just starvation? Well, not quite. Starvation is involuntary and harmful to the body, while intermittent fasting is a planned and controlled method of consuming food. It's not about depriving your body, but more about giving it time to perform essential functions without the task of constant digestion. Common misconceptions about intermittent fasting often peg it as an extreme dieting strategy or a quick fix to drop weight. However, it's far from that. Intermittent fasting is a lifestyle choice, one that people all over the world have been practicing for thousands of years. It's not a fad, but rather a return to the way our ancestors used to eat, allowing our bodies to follow a more natural rhythm. The beauty of intermittent fasting lies in its flexibility. There are various methods to follow with different fasting and eating window ratios. Some prefer the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. Others might opt for the 5-2 method, where you eat normally for 5 days of the week and restrict calories for 2. The choice depends on your lifestyle and health goals. Intermittent fasting is more than just a weight loss strategy. It's a scientifically backed method to improve your health and drop those pounds. It's about understanding your body's needs, listening to its signals, and allowing it to function in its most natural state. So remember, it's not about when you eat, but when you don't. Now that you know what intermittent fasting is, you're probably wondering how it works. Intermittent fasting is not a diet, but rather a dietary pattern. It's about when you eat, not what you eat. This may seem like a small distinction, but it's a vital one. It works by splitting your day or week into eating and fasting periods. During the fasting periods, no calories are consumed, while during the eating periods, you eat as you normally would. Now let's delve a bit deeper into the science behind it. When you fast, several things happen in your body on the cellular and molecular level. For instance, your body adjusts hormone levels to make stored body fat more accessible. Your cells also initiate important repair processes and change the expression of genes. One of the key players in this process is insulin. When we eat, insulin levels rise and help our bodies store excess energy in fat cells. When we fast, insulin levels drop, signaling the body to start burning stored fat. It's as if your body switches from a growth state to a maintenance and repair state. Another significant aspect is human growth hormone, or HGH. Levels of HGH skyrocket during a fast, increasing as much as 5-fold. This has benefits for fat loss and muscle gain, among other things. Intermittent fasting also affects the function of cells, genes, and hormones. It increases the release of the fat-burning hormone norepinephrine, and because your insulin levels drop and norepinephrine levels increase, more fat is available for your body to use as fuel. So in essence, intermittent fasting helps you lose weight by making hormonal changes that result in your body using its stored fat for energy. It's a simple yet effective method for fat loss and muscle preservation. And there you have it. Intermittent fasting is not about starving yourself. It's about harnessing your body's natural processes to optimize your health and well-being. It's not magic, it's just science. Ready to give intermittent fasting a shot? Here's how to get started. Step 1. Choose your fasting method. There are several types of intermittent fasting, each with its own rhythm. The first one we'll discuss is the 16-8 method. This is where you fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window. This could look like skipping breakfast and eating your first meal at noon, then finishing your last meal by 8 p.m. Next up is the Eat Stop Eat method. This is a 24-hour fast that you do once or twice a week. Imagine finishing your dinner at 6 p.m. on Monday and not eating again until 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Finally, there's the 5-2 diet. On this plan, you eat normally for 5 days of the week and restrict your calories to 500 to 600 for 2 days. This isn't a full fast, but it's a significant reduction that can yield similar benefits. Step 2. Gradually introduce fasting to your routine. Instead of diving headfirst into a 16-hour fast, you might start by pushing breakfast back an hour for a few days, then another hour, and so on until you hit that 16-hour mark. This allows your body to adjust to the new eating schedule. Step 3. Stay hydrated. Even though you're fasting, it doesn't mean you should stop drinking. Water, black coffee, and tea without sugar are all acceptable and necessary to keep you hydrated and help you feel full. Step 4. Listen to your body. If you're feeling dizzy, weak, or overly hungry, it might mean that you need to adjust your fasting schedule or that this method isn't right for you. Remember, the goal is to improve health, not to push your body to its limits. Step 5. Be patient. It might take some time to see the weight loss results from intermittent fasting. Your body needs time to adjust to this new eating pattern. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all in intermittent fasting. Find the method that suits you best. Beyond weight loss, intermittent fasting comes with a plethora of health benefits. Let's dive right in and explore these additional perks, shall we? Firstly, intermittent fasting is known to reduce insulin resistance. When your body's insulin levels drop, your fat cells can release their stored sugar to be used as energy. This not only aids in losing weight, but also helps fight type 2 diabetes, a condition that's becoming increasingly prevalent worldwide. Secondly, intermittent fasting can reduce inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to many health problems from heart disease to cancer. By fasting intermittently, you allow your body to fight inflammation more effectively, potentially warding off these diseases. Furthermore, fasting also aids in cellular repair and autophagy. Autophagy is a process where your cells repair themselves by cleaning out unnecessary or dysfunctional components. This process slows down aging, boosts immunity, and could potentially protect against diseases like Alzheimer's and cancer. Intermittent fasting also promotes heart health. It's been shown to lower bad LDL cholesterol, blood triglycerides, inflammatory markers, blood sugar, and insulin resistance, all risk factors for heart disease. Finally, intermittent fasting can boost brain health. It increases the brain hormone BDNF and may aid the growth of new nerve cells. It's also been shown to protect against Alzheimer's disease. Intermittent fasting is not just about losing weight, it's about gaining health. So why not give it a try and experience the benefits for yourself? So, is intermittent fasting the silver bullet for weight loss? Well, let's ponder on that for a moment. Intermittent fasting is not a diet, but rather a pattern of eating that cycles between periods of eating and fasting. It doesn't tell you what to eat, but when to eat. This approach allows you to better manage your calorie intake and promotes the use of stored fat for energy during fasting periods. When we talk about the mechanics of intermittent fasting, we're essentially putting our bodies into a state of feast and famine. Our bodies, smart as they are, adapt to this cycle by optimizing energy usage, which can lead to weight loss. Now, if you're wondering how to jump into intermittent fasting, remember to start slow. Begin with shorter fasting periods and gradually extend them. It's not a competition, it's a personal journey. Listen to your body and adjust accordingly. The benefits of intermittent fasting go beyond weight loss. It can improve your metabolic health, increase longevity, and may even protect against diseases. But like any lifestyle change, it's important to approach it mindfully. Consult with a healthcare professional if you have any underlying health conditions. So, to sum it up, intermittent fasting is not just a weight loss strategy. It's a lifestyle change that can help you achieve better overall health. Intermittent fasting might just be the game changer in your weight loss journey. Give it a try and see the difference for yourself.